Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Heritage character comes home, but not to his own. All products and services featured are singly chosen by editors. Still, soaps.com may admit a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may admit certain auditable data for counting purposes. Still, Theresa and Brady's son will be heading back to the Days of Our Lives oil veritably soon, if you've been missing the saga girding Tate. Actor Jamie Martin Mann will be back on the scene beginning on Thursday, February 22nd, when he receives a visit from his parents following Holly's overdose. For those who need a rundown of the happenings that led to Tate's arrest, it all began on New Year's Eve when Holly showed Tate some capsules. He refused to take them and reminded her that his parents were formerly addicts, but she pushed and said they were just ADHD capsules and everyone was taking them. Though Tate left the party, he latterly set up Holly passed out and raging at the mouth in a back alley. A panicked Tate leans over Holly's body on the Boyd lading wharf. She lies on her side in her New Year's dusk party dress. Further cleaner Warhorse shares print during delicate time. Tate was incontinently criticized for Holly's overdose, and when EJ demanded that he be arrested, Rafe informed they didn't have enough to arrest Tate. But EJ wouldn't yield, and in the end, in an attempt to cover his son, Brady stood up and took the blame, claiming the medicines were his. Still, Tate wouldn't let his father take the fall, indeed for commodity Tate didn't do, and turned himself in. Brady stoically gapes ahead at the sanitarium as Rafe cuffs his hands behind his reverse. And coming week, as Nicole and EJ try to cover Holly, who wants answers as to how she ended up in a coma, Brady and Theresa head to the halfway house where Tate is transferred for a crime he didn't commit. Stay tuned to see how the verity unravels and how the teen's parents deal with the details that come out as a result of it. Steve uncovers Bobby-proof Brady and Theresa's troubling Tate visit. Days of Our Lives reveal that Brady Black and Theresa Donovan will hope to lift Tate Black's spirits with a visit to his juvenile recovery installation, but it looks like it'll turn out to be a disaster rather. Theresa admitted she had enterprises about Tate, pretending he was holding up better than he actually was. Tate's tone was also rather cold in Brady's letter, so it's clear that Tate's haggling with some tough issues that need to be addressed. Since Brady and Theresa will still feel like they need to make amends after this visit, it doesn't sound like this Tate reunion will go according to plan. Other days say Ava Vitale will grow decreasingly upset about Trip Johnson's exposure. Wendy Shin is missing as well, so Ava may assume Clyde Weston is behind both hijackings. Days suckers can anticipate Ava to make a big concession on Thursday's occasion as she works to save Trip and Wendy from this agony. Ava will take a threat by coming clean to Rafe Hernandez about her arrangement with Harris Michaels, so that should also mean discovering about Clyde's blackmail and all the mob drama she's been tangled up in. As for Trip and Wendy, they discover Officer Goldman duped them into allowing they were headed nearly safe on Rafe's orders. Once Wendy and Trip realize they've actually been kidnapped, they fear and stopgap to find a way out of this mess. Meanwhile, Jada Hunter will formally again push Everett Lynch to admit he's Bobby Stein as she presents further evidence of their former marriage. Of course, Everett will stand his ground and act like Jada's the delusional bone for being so adamant that he's Herrick's hubby. It further rankle Jada, who advised Stephanie Johnson to run before Everett breaks her heart, too. Days spoilers say Stephanie will meet with Steve Johnson on Thursday's DOL show, so that brings some new substantiation to light that connects Everett to Bobby's birth instrument and some other documents. Steve will partake what he's uncovered about Everett, so he'll make a strong case for why Jada's right about Bobby being the same person. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Stephanie will feel completely overwhelmed by all this wild information. A walk down memory lane, young love, inquiring minds. Days of Our Lives allude at some beautiful, yet painful, moments up ahead in the little city. Days of Our Lives highlights family and musketeers take a trip down memory lane, while a youthful super couple enjoys time together, and someone wants to know further about Salem's first family. What's on Val for Wednesday's show? Time to dive right in. Days of Our Lives musketeers and family help out Doug and Julie Williams. Days suggest Julie Williams, Doug Williams and Maggie Kyriakis will sort through the burnt-out remains of the Horton house and take a trip down memory lane. Days of Our Lives spoilers Wednesday, February 21st. A walk down memory lane, young love, inquiring minds. Of course, they'll get by with a little help from their musketeers, when Roman Brady, Kate Roberts, Brady John Black and Marlena Evans stop by to offer their backing. In other intriguing news, a quaint box will be set up while everyone's sorting through effects and ignoring. What part will it have to play in stories moving forward? Suckers will have to tune in to find out. Also read, Days of Our Lives spoilers, Theresa's frustration, Alex's remorse? Days Tom and Alice Horton, The Youngish Times. Speaking of the Horton family, Days spoilers for Wednesday, February 21st indicate that a youthful Tom Horton and Alice Horton will enjoy a fun and games together. This week, the show will dive into some flashbacks of Salem's first super couple, revealing their early times together. What unknown riddle lies ahead? Days of Our Lives spoilers, Leo Stark wants to know further. Meanwhile, DOL spoilers for Wednesday's show note that Leo Stark will want to know further about the history of the Horton clan. He'll admit his curiosity to Julie, so is he looking to outline the family in a spectator composition, or is there further to this? Will Julie cooperate with Leo and give him with the information he's dogging? In the heart of Salem, a heritage character returns, but not to his familiar roots. The city is aboil with excitement and enterprise as Tate, the seat of Theresa Donovan and Brady Black, makes an unanticipated homecoming. The heritage of the Donovan and Black families intertwines in this dramatic twist, bringing forth a fresh surge of feelings and expectation. As the news spreads like campfire through the tight-knit community, residers grapple with the counter-accusations of Tate's return. The heritage character, born into a lineage of Salem's most iconic families, holds the pledge of carrying the arsonist of tradition, yet his homecoming is shrouded in riddle. Rumors swirl and enterprises run wild as the city struggles to unravel the circumstances that have led to this surprising turn of events. Theresa Donovan, famed for her adaptability and fiery spirit, finds herself at the center of the unfolding drama. As a heritage character herself, Theresa has survived numerous storms and triumphed over adversity. The return of her son, Tate, adds a new subcast to Theresa's trip, one that tugs at the strings of her heart and raises questions about the history she left before. Brady Black, the other half of Tate's lineage, is thrust into a whirlwind of feelings. A heritage character deeply embedded in the fabric of Salem, Brady has faced his fair share of challenges and triumphs. Now, with Tate's unanticipated return, Brady grapples with the liabilities and complications of parenting, navigating uncharted waters to ensure the well-being of his heritage. The heritage character, Tate, symbolizes the durability of a rich shade of domestic ties and dramatic patrimonies that have defined Salem for generations. As residers come to terms with the fact that Tate has not returned to his own home but rather to the heart of a different family, the city is left in suspension, eagerly awaiting the exposures that will shape the future. The riddle deepens as whispers of secret alliances, hidden motives, and domestic dramatizations circulate through the city. Salem, habituated to the eclipse and inflow of libelous affairs, covert plots, and unanticipated twists, braces itself for the impact of Tate's presence. The heritage character becomes a focal point for the community, stirring echoes of the history and forging new narratives that promise to captivate cult. In the Donovan and Black homes, the heritage character's return sparks a re-evaluation of choices made and paths taken. Theresa and Brady find themselves at a crossroads, forced to defy their participated history and the ramifications of opinions that have shaped their lives. Tate's presence becomes a catalyst for tone reflection and, maybe, an occasion for redemption, remission, and the forging of new bonds. As Tate's story unfolds, the heritage character's trip becomes a poignant disquisition of identity, family dynamics, and the enduring heritage of Salem itself. The city, with its intricate web of connections and fabled history, stands substantiation to the elaboration of its characters and the dateless themes that reverberate through generations. In this witching narrative, the heritage character, Tate, emerges as a symbol of stopgap, conciliation, and the enduring power of family ties. Whether he eventually returns to his roots or maps a new course, the heritage character's presence in Salem promises to leave an unforgettable mark on the city's fabled history, steering in a new period of drama, conspiracy, and heritage. As the residers of Salem brace for the impact of Tate's return, the heritage character becomes a living testament to the adaptability and complexity of the mortal experience, mirroring the ever-changing dynamics of life in this iconic Cleaner Pieces setting.